Yeah, wow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Youth Ambassador Kenya show. Yeah, imekuwa kitambo manzi hatujakutana kwa hii show. It has been a while. I can recall it of almost 2 months. Yeah, nimewamiss, but now I'm back to the platform. Yeah, it's like we never left. Anyway, today I'm here because of the issues that are going on in the country, and as the Youth Ambassador Kenya manzi sita nyamaza. Yeah, we must all come up, or we have to come through so that we can condemn the atrocities and everything that is really going just like not in our odds, or not as per the norms of with the young people of what we need. I want really to speak about the issues that have happened recently, majorly being the issue of the death of a blogger and a teacher, Mr. Albert Ojwang. And it was so unfortunate issue that will never and should ever never happen to anyone. With first, the police, National Police Service, together with the whole departments, that is NSIS, the IPO, and all the teams telling us about the cause of death of Albert Ojwang was that he hit himself on the wall, and that's how he died. And later we found out through the post-mortem that Albert Ojwang was really killed. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Those are among the things that I'm talking about, the atrocities that are going on in the country. We, the Youth Ambassador Kenya, you who you are outside there, a person who are listening to me today, we should all come up and condemn these issues. We want also to remember the as we were fighting for the justice of Albert Ojwang, we also lost one of ours, Mr. Kariuki, who was really shot at a very close range by 2 police officers who were apprehended, and I believe their cases are still in court, and we believe sooner than later we should really get justice for John Kariuki, who she battled with his life in hospital until lately he rested. We also say may his soul rest in eternal peace. Far from that, I want us to recall the commemoration of the Gen Z protest on that is after the 9th of June, that is on 25th. Yes, we did another protest that was commemoration of the Gen Z demonstration that we did last year. That is to condemn the finance bill, that it was really compelling the citizens to into a very harsh lifestyles, and all the taxes were not that good. And we lost people. We lost the likes of the Rex Masai and the team. We want also to say may their souls continue resting in eternal peace. Far from that, things happened during that demonstration. In fact, on 9th of June, when we were demonstrating for the death of Albert Ojwang, we saw, yes, we had the goonisms that we saw them in the city. Some of them say they were brought by the governor of Nairobi. The hearsays, I can't tell it that's true. Also in the protest of now, the one we did on 25th, yes, we saw the same goons, and also a lot of looting that were done, especially in the CBD, the OTC area, the Quickmart, and so forth, so on. We heard of other regions also in Nyeri and some parts of our country where goons attacked personal business premises and went away with a lot of assets that worth a lot of money. We have people who are crying. We have citizens who are really depressed because of the issues that happened on that day. Also, cannot forget the attack of the government premises, namely Kikuyu police station and Dagoretti police station. We saw that were being attacked. In fact, yeah, some vehicles, including a school bus, were put in a blaze, which is really not into the according of the criminal code. Yeah, we know that as much as the Article 37 allows all of us to picket peacefully, to demonstrate and do anything we want, then also it's really condemning, because in the Constitution they're telling us we should be unarmed, we should not destroy the properties, and that should be the case for all of us. As Youth Ambassador Kenya, we uphold and we promote the empowerment of a young person, the really boldness that will bring a soul, or a really solid person. We want to say that we condemn such activities with the worst words ever possible to be used. Today, guys, welcome to this particular show. Nataka to discuss some few things and make logic of what really happened. Manze, tell me, the former DIG Lagat is being reprimanded by a young person of issues that maybe probably he wrote and posted somewhere. This officer felt threatened. This officer feel diminished. This officer feel that is being defamed. And the case is taken is traveled over 350 kilometers to Nairobi, where he meets in his death. Let's make it logic. Drop it in the comments, and I know most of us have made a lot of reactions about it. Yes, but this is where it's driving us. We did the demonstration for justice of Albert Ojwang. And later, some of the people, in fact, who participated among the OCS of Central Police Station, Mr. Samuel, who were apprehended for the case of search, we are told that these people, they made phone calls. They coordinated the issues of how Albert Ojwang was going to be solicited inside the cell. Tell me, who were the people doing this? We have never seen their faces. In fact, if we get justice for Albert Ojwang, it will give us a lot of answers to many killings that has been done in the recent past. The young people who were killed in Githurai and also some parts of CBD during the demonstrations brought a lot of questions. We have seen the police officers walking around with unmarked vehicles. These are the issues we want us to make sense upon it. Let's come back to 25th, where we were commemorating the death and the heroism of our young people who participated in Gen Z protests that brought a lot of revolution or allowed some of the policies that have been made to run and carry this country for these past 3 years. We saw that police use excess force on these protesters. But then, let's bring in the question of goonism. Who hired goons? And why should they hire goons to deal with the protesters, yet they have police officers on the ground? This is what promoted the lootings. And I am really worried about our country recently, because why should we be having police officers around and some places are being looted? I want us to think about this. Do you tell me officers wamejaa town, they came in civilian vehicles, and then we have a group of people wanaenda hata na shoka wanavunja shop ya msee. Wale officers walikuwa wanafanya kitu gani? Like, these are the things that doesn't really beat logic or make sense to most of us. Team Youth Ambassador Kenya taka to make this thing ecological now. When we say we are going to picket to commemorate the death of our own who died in last year, is there any other motion against the same? Okay, were there any political insight that engraved the certain demonstration to be a political fight or something? We have to be very careful as young people when we do a revolution that is genuine, because some of the people who are joining us as a human right, as leaders, as whom, they have their own self-interest, and at the end of it, they will mingle with us, they will be with us until they affect us with hatred, they affect us with the things that it was not on our agendas. That's why we see now, after the formation of the DCP party that is led by our former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, we see that after the formation of DCP, now we have having a broad formations of hatred and a lot of atrocities that are running up, bringing up now the banning of Kikuyu police station and the court, that is the law court in Kikuyu, and also some of the vehicles were really burnt to ashes in Dagoretti as part of police station. We learned that also the firearms were lost. But then I want to bring you something so very funny. every day in police stations, there were people are being arrested who have maybe gone against the law. People are being apprehended. People are being judged. As per that day, we want to ask ourselves, hakukuwa na mtu alishikwa maybe the night of that night, or maybe ni walikuwa police station ndani, because we never heard that anyone was burnt inside a police cell. We never heard that maybe there was there was something that was being done in the course. That do you mean that really everybody in that police station that day was just, the place was empty? So that's where Gunisms come in. But it's high time for we as the young people now to note that we have to be very vigilant. We have to be eyes open on the issues we put our legs into, we put our minds into, and also concentrate our energy into. Because if it means that there is some forces from external forces from outside coming inside our revolution, this may tend to bring this will bring a lot of I can say fights. I can say we will not have peace within our regions in our country. Because tell me, if now the demonstrations that we have been seeing going on, and in fact today as the Saba is going on, Saba is an issue that is being commemorated after almost over 30 something years. This is where the Kenneth Matiba, Raila Amolo Odinga, and some of the people were fighting for multi-democracy. The democracy that we are enjoying among that were passed in 2010 in the new constitution, all at the time we were fighting for now multiple parties. That is, we have ODM, we have UDA and all the other parties. This is the time in Saba that was being commemorated. But then Gen Zs, without knowing what really is going on, we are here today in the Mandamano, yet we don't know what is going on. So those people in social media who we have learned to just throw things anyhow, with the word we have also been using, Ruto must go. This is where I come. And if I feel that you feel that I have stepped into your nerve upon a political issue, you feel free to drop me a comment at the bottom of this particular screen. Tell me, why do you feel so? this is my take, and my take this is what constitution rights me to do, and I will ride on it because I have the laxity and also I have the capability and a chance to do this. This is my opportunity, and in this platform I allow everyone to drop his or her comment. Tell me, we say sorry, we say that President William Ruto should resign and go home. Okay, President William Ruto today may decide that I'm going to resign. Then the constitution says that after 90 days, Deputy President will be sworn in as the President of the Republic of Kenya. Afterwards, by the resign of the President or the death or insanity of the President. But then, this is a point where we now get the anarchy going on in the country, because people want President Ruto to resign. Are we really condemning President Ruto, or we are condemning the regime that is in office? It won't take a hand of one person to change this country. Starting from ourselves, we are the problem of our own. We are the problem and also the virus of our own development. Take us back to we, the young people. We have studied, we have learned, we are the educated ones, we are the civilized ones, we are the people who know the difference between being ethical and ethnicity. We are the people who know what constitution means and unlawfulness means. We know what peace means and also the anarchy means. But the division of what we are seeing today, with the word today I come from Mulima, Mulima is our people, cousins, etc, etc and etc, that won't build our nation. We want to talk one voice of we the Kenyans, we the young people. We want, number one, we want the system to be changed. The system is the one that has been rigged. If today we install someone else in the office of the Hill, that I mean the State House, and the policies are still the same, where a young people, you graduate from college or the university, and at the end of it, the job procedures on how you get the job is just a part of just after graduating you start tarmacking. That's where the issue is. where as a young person you can't get you can't get a development income because you don't have a rich family. That's where the problem is. Let me take you back. The policies that are being made and being passed in parliament is because of maybe the issues that are being raised by everyone, that the parliament has been put in sea by the executive. We don't know that, but what we know is that we can make a change, guys. Let's stop these issues of rolling with every demonstration that comes across every time, and we are talking about Gen Zs without a lead of any agenda that you want. Today Sabasaba ni nini tulikuwa tunaenda kupigania? William Ruto must go. Ask yourself, wherever you are, wherever the home you are or at your place, leo President Ruto akienda, maisha yako itabadilikaje? We will scrap everything that the government, okay, affordable housing. Let me take you back first. The agenda, the agenda 2030 or the vision 2030. Number one, it was about the affordable housing. It was not President Ruto who started that. Number two was universal health care. And number three, it was about the issues of food security and clean water. Number four was about technology. The four Vision 2030 that was passed and signed by the former, the later President Mwai Kibaki, and it was installed to be established, or rather to be made into practice by the presidents who will come towards the vision of 2030. President Uhuru Kenyatta started issues of affordable housing. On the other hand, the issues of I can say food security in the country, it was really pushed up by President Kibaki, because that's the time we had farmers, and that is the time farmers got really a good amount of money or income from the products of the farmer, etc. But then the issues is that from the century that you are coming to the new century, and with the people of now, the Gen Z, with the transmission of this now new generation, kuna vitu that we cannot put into lead for now. When I talk about now farming, in this part of the country, we know the backbone is farming. We do a lot of farming, and I know in many regions, but then we have considered farming for people who are now our parents and our grandparents, but then the larger population that are now in the major cities, what have we installed on them? And for this progression to be peaceful, we have to install the issues of housing. Housing should be mandated to be an issue that should come first. Number one, you have been paying rent since you entered campus, for example, or the first job you got in Nairobi, in Nakuru, in Eldoret, in Kisumu. You have been paying rent for the rest of your life. Ask yourself, the amount you are receiving from your salary or from your business is revolving the life that you are living right now. Always you want to develop. How will you? Affordable housing is an issue where you own a house that is yours. You paid for some time, your child will own, and that's how families will develop. We come to issues of healthcare system, the new universal healthcare. How much were able to pay as young people for NHIF? Now we have the SHA that is covering everyone. I'm not talking about the government. I'm giving examples of what the government should have done for the sake of the young people in future. You know, we should be battling of the issues that is facing us for tomorrow. Because when you battle today about the issues of next month, there's some interest that you will not see because you want to satisfy your body, your mind. For now, what about tomorrow? I'm talking about technology. We have seen the rise of now the use of phones that we had here today. We are communicating through online. I want me to tell you today that in future we will be having a better development of business. People should be doing business not physically, but through emailing, through Skype and everything, so that we can broaden our our diversity in terms of national, international, and even to more connection outside. How should it be done? We have had the hubs that are being built here as a devolution programs in counties, are being supported by NGCDF, that is being lobbied, which the bill was passed recently, and now every member of parliament has NGCDF, every governor has it, and also the president has it, and among the maybe other officials that I've not mentioned. The thing that we should be doing now is now promoting the Vision 2030 by giving up or fighting for a system that will govern now the NGCDF that is being dispersed to the every 6 million to the members of parliament. How are we doing it? We are not talking about that. We should be talking about that. In fact, it's a recent thing. NGCDF should be stated and they should be given a very good framework. Basari ni kuuliza ni wangapi watu kwenu unapata basari. In any case, if you don't know that member of parliament, or you know someone who is close to that member of parliament, basari hautaiona. Ile basari zinapatiwangu ama grants for businesses that you are. In fact, we have had a PS mwenye anasimamia maneno ya pesa yenye zinapeanwa kwa vijana ya kazi. We have had a PS anasimamia maneno ya kutoka nje, abroad, for issues that is a Kigen or someone ambayo zinafanya zile kazi za nje. Is there a framework inaonyesha that in a public domain that leo kazi ya Qatar imepatikana watu 100 inatakikana? Alfred Mutua started, but then it was not convenient. The framework that were being used there is not allocated anywhere in the public domain, or rather it has not been passed by the parliament. Those are the things, guys, we should be speaking about. If we talk about affordable housing, if you feel the framework has not, okay, if the how it's being done, we don't know. But then we should be speaking of, okay, you build the houses, so long as actually already the houses are upgoing. We should be telling ourselves, hiyo nyumba tutazipata haje, zitalipiwa haje, na tutafanyaje mpaka in future we will be having broadening of this maintenance, and also the broadening of this affordable housing. Young people, let's not be fooled by these politicians bwana. We are going to the streets every day, tunaenda tunavuta tear gas, tunapigwa marisasi every time we are put into cells, and later wanakuja wanatulipia mabills ya 200,000, 50,000 because wanatupigia kelele that tuenda kwa huko wanakuja. In fact, today if you heard people being arrested by Gen Zs, you'll see Martha Karua coming, Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, etc. I'm not mentioning them because they are doing something wrong. They are very good because they are supporting us. They are all advocates of the High Court. But then, tell yourself, they have already passed their agenda for what they wanted. They have made unrest in the country. They are promoting anarchy. Who is failing? If you are in school, you are failing because if today things go away, then you want to do your exams, or rather you cannot continue with what you are doing right away. If you are working in CBD, if you are doing anything, if you are looking for a job, you can't do that because the country is not at peace. Let's not go the way of Haiti. We have sent our brothers and our sisters, our parents to Haiti to maintain peace. That's not the route. The route is this, guys. Let's sit as Gen Zs with the revolution we started. Let's state that we won the issue of finance bill. Let's now go to issues of policy making, and the policy making is done in parliament. Let's keep our members of parliament in check. These members of parliament are the one passing the bills that are being signed by the president or ascended by the president for the issues well known to them. Public participation in this country has been a formality of words. They only tell us in public presses, or we had them from the fourth estate, that a public participation were done. Who among we, the young people, were able to read the finance bill of 2025-2026? I thought so. So guys, we should be streamlining the issues of governance in terms of policy making, of the issues of now bringing up the frameworks that govern every aspect that we feel is not going on well. If it's about employment, we should now state now and start framing. We have a lot of learned people within ourselves. Let's come with the legal team, let's come with the people of economics, let's come with educators and everyone. If it's about the new funding model of the universities and everywhere, the president has stated that. If we have committees that have been made to deal with that, and we young people, we don't feel that they are not doing the right job. Let's form our own. Let's work on that new funding model. We see how can it be executed, and then we present to the we present to the committee, and then they present to the president. If the issue will not be done, we go back to the states with an agenda of we want the new funding model to be done, A, the way we stated, B, the way we stated, and C, the way we stated. Those as how we can bring now a change in our country. In other hand, if we will be going to the streets every day, like today we start, tomorrow we waste the whole day, we waste the economy of the country, we now chase the investors away. Investors are the people now we are starting our own companies, we want them to invest and make partnerships with them, but they cannot do that because the country is not at peace. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to probably make a first episode of that about the issues of unrest in the country, the issues of the Gen Z protest on 9th, 25th, and the Saba one. But then my advice to every brother of mine outside there as a youth ambassador Kenya is that the way I've stated now, let's follow the logic part of everything. Politicians are the people, we met them here and they will be here. They have already achieved their dreams. We have seen Kalonzo Musyoka was a former vice president. Eugene Omalo was a former cabinet secretary of defense and other ministries. We have had Martha Karua has ever been a minister of I think it was the water and whatever. We have had Rigathi Gachagua, who really served as a member of parliament and later the deputy president. We have had Cleophas Malala also served as also the senator of Bungoma. We have had Fred Matiang'i has served as the CS of education, who made a lot of changes. We appreciate him for that. But then, guys, what have you done with your life? Apart from going to the streets with a stone, being beaten there, being killed, being done anything, your brother, a madman will always be a madman to you unless he comes from your own family. So ask yourself, are you the madman that somebody else is seeing, which you don't come from his home? Because I can say Kalonzo Musyoka will not see you, William Ruto will not see you as just a person, he see you as a madman unless you come from his place. Which place am I talking about? A political background. For yeye anaangalia interest zake. What about you? You're just a university student that labda uja graduate. Okay, you have graduated, hauna job. Okay, uko na job, the salary that you're receiving is not worth of what you want. Guys, let's come up. So I will bring up the issue of now governance of the DCP party that's by been formed. We have seen the rivalry between the now two-term, one-term. I want us to give us an insight. Let's discuss, let's talk. Okay, guys. I will still come back and talk about the issues. It has been really a shockful moment of the issues that have transpired. Yes, being the state of the nation. This country is ours. We will not protect, no one will protect. We are the people. We are the nation. We are the tomorrow of our own provision in terms of how we want our lives to be tomorrow. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, it has been you as a youth ambassador Kenya, Benjamin K. Cheboson. Kindly, if you have not subscribed to this particular YouTube channel, drop it there and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, see you next time. Until then, peace.